Hey everyone, Gnarlash here. Welcome back to some more Sid Meier's Civilization 7. We are starting a fresh game, and I'm looking to do one kind of a lot differently than the last series with Xerxes. I mean, it was good and it was fun. However, it was very militaristic, and the turns were taking a long time. And I mean, we started our wars in antiquity, and that continued through exploration, started new wars in exploration that continued through modern. It was just one giant war, it felt like. So while that was fun and an experience for sure, I think we're going to start a new game with Ada Lovelace. She's the newest leader to be added to the game, and she's cultural scientific, which is pretty interesting to me because it makes me wonder if we can get a technological edge in the game and also focus more on a more macro style instead of like a more micro unit based strategy. So I'm looking forward to that, to more of the city building, because if you watched the last series, toward the end of the game, our cities were growing a lot slower because we didn't put a lot of emphasis on building the cities and towns up. We basically just focused on our military and upgrading them and building more of them and commanders and things like that. So that's what I'm kind of hoping to achieve this time around. So we do have some more mementos unlocked. We don't have a lot though. I started looking at these earlier. Nothing really stood out as amazing for what we're trying to do. So I'm just going to go for the good old scientific attribute point and cultural attribute point for this leader. And I think we'll be okay there. So we're going to continue. We will start in antiquity. And we could go with Greece or Rome. I don't like it says geographical choice. I don't think that has any bearing on the actual leader. Like, this doesn't make this any better for the leader than it normally would. Rome is culture militaristic. I don't really want to do militaristic, not immediately after that last game. Greece is cultural diplomatic, which is interesting, but I'm wondering if we can focus more on the scientific and cultural. So what I was looking at starting with first is I think this is pronounced Khmer, but I feel like I'm wrong. Their expansion is scientific. Districts on rivers do not remove the natural yield of the tile, and 30% production towards constructing the anchor vot. But that's kind of, it is what it is. The river thing is really cool because that'll promote growth in our towns and cities. We have a special cavalry unit, which is our elephants, which are nice. They're a little bit stronger, but a little bit slower. We have a unique merchant. Can establish a trade route to import resources from foreign settlement. Immune to flood damage. Ignores movement penalties from wet terrain. I didn't even know those were things for trade routes, to be completely fair. But that's the thing that's there. And we also have this unique improvement, which is growth oriented, which is kind of appealing because since we're not going the militaristic route, I think we're going to need to focus a lot more on expansionist stuff. So that combined with the science and culture bonus that Lovelace gets, I think would be really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and go with this and see how we go. Of course, we're going to be up on to Deity. We're going to leave game speed on standard, map type. I think we're going to leave on continents plus for now. Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Terra Incognita, and the mouse over doesn't tell me what that means either. Yeah, we'll just stay with continents plus, and we're going to do standard map. Could do some advanced options. Antiquity, Deity, standard continents plus, standard age length, disaster intensity. I kind of like the disasters. It makes it a little bit more interesting. We're going to leave crises on just because I feel like the last time it was very low impact. Maybe they're supposed to be more impactful than they were. Maybe I just got lucky. But we'll leave that. And then here's the seed in case anybody's interested. Let me just double check settings because I feel like there was one time I started a game after everything was set properly and then it was wrong. Player settings, we are not going to touch that. Everybody can be random except for me. But yeah, I think we're good to go.
Prosperity falls from the heavens, flows down the rivers to nourish the Khmer, the masters of waters. Where else will their rains fall?
Oh, it's the Khmer. That's pretty interesting. I would never have thought to pronounce it like that. But yeah, let's hop right into it. Okay, what do we have? So we could put a city here. I think we have we have a lake, which is nice. We don't have a lot of buildable terrain, I'm noticing. Also, when I push Y, my yields don't come on for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. So we do have a abundance of resources within reach of our city here. We have silver, jade, salt, sheep, wine, and horses, all within reach of our capital. We do have some snow, some tundra down here, which makes me think we're at the southern tip of the map, southern part of the map, which I'm not too keen on, but we'll deal with it. What I will note as being unfortunate is that for our capital in particular, we have only one river tile that's within range, so that's not great for our nation's bonuses. But we will settle in place. I think having all these resources might make up for that. If we want to grab our attribute points, we can do that as well. So we just grab the first one in both. Actually, a little bit of extra science, a little bit of extra culture. Real quick, our leader's special abilities, attributes. Our cities receive 2 science per age when we complete a civic mastery, and this resets at the start of each age. So it's not exponential, but it's cumulative. Oh wait, +2 science per age. So wait, we receive +2 science per age when you complete a civic mastery. And this resets. Why would this need to reset if it's only +2 science? Or is it just +2 science per turn? Per age. That would be interesting. Gain culture equal to 50% of your total science per turn when you complete technology masteries. So we're going to be focusing a lot on civics and tech masteries. So that's going to be a pretty interesting way to play. Oh no, we're going to be focusing on all the masteries because this is civic mastery. So that's really cool. Okay, let's find out what we're going to produce first. We're just going for scout. And yeah.
The radiance of
There is agriculture. We can start moving this scout out to kind of see what is going on. And choose our science. So we're going to go for... I think sailing could be really good because we're coastal. We could also go for pottery, animal husbandry. I think we're going to go for sailing first. I think that could be pretty good. I do want slingers. We'll go sailing first. And I'm going to grab another scout. Okay, so we have some growth in our city, or in our capital. I think we're going to start growing toward the sheep first. We don't have cavalry for a little while yet. And the others are nice, but the sheep is probably most impactful, so we're going to start growing toward the sheep. We'll move our scout up, and I kind of want to explore this river, because I think this is where I'm thinking our first settlement is going to go, so we can get that river bonus. So that could be really good. Man, I'm not used to these quick turns. It's kind of crazy. So we've already met our first civ. Ben Franklin is back.
Greetings. I am Benjamin Franklin, doctor, scientist, writer.
I think
and
we're gonna
full of
go for the friendly greeting.
who will listen or not.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go for the friendly greeting because... So he's Greece. Last time, Ben Franklin was actually a really good friend of ours in the last game. And we only went to war because like he was so far ahead in terms of pretty much everything. So, just something to keep in mind. He's very close though. We are going to have to forward settle him as soon as possible. We found a new continent. Yeah, forward settling Ben Franklin is going to be a thing for sure. So we have Grand Canyon. Very cool. I'm going to go for the food tile here and then go to the sheep. So we have diplomatic action. I can't afford this, unfortunately, so we're going to accept it. Okay, we're just going to keep on exploring up this way just to see if there's any other civs close by. For our production, we're going to grab a warrior next. Grab a granary. I think we're going to go for a warrior first. We can start scouting toward the west here now as well. Start to see what exactly Ben Franklin plans on doing. If he's going to try and forward settle us, that would be very annoying. Could mean an early war. I want to grab that. That scout moved, so let's grab this. That's how I'll become a silver resource. We're going to take the gold. Yeah, I think we're going to take the gold. We don't really need that to be a silver resource. There's a scout there. Okay, cool. Let's move along here. There's some camels. That's going to be really nice later. So I'm going to move up. Really like the music.
The fair breeze
Okay,
blows.
there is sailing already. That is crazy good. We're going to go for animal husbandry next. Going to move down and then use our search. Oh, I thought I could see around the mountains. Cannot see around the mountains. I'm going to move this guy down as well and search. Cool. We can see this encampment here that we're going to try and grab.
I protect thee
Okay,
with this.
there is our civic. Our first civic. We're going to grab reduction in science. We've met a civ as well. Who is this? Trung Truck. I think that's how you say that. We're going to do another friendly greeting, possibly. I think that's fine to do. We kind of would like allies this game, I think. Oh, we're going to go ahead. Oh, this river is really nice, though. Oh, because we got sailing, so all the fishing tiles are a little bit better. We're going to grab the sheep, though, because that gives us that production and happiness. And then in terms of civics, what are our Khmer specific civics? Improvements, buildings, and districts do not get pillaged by floods. That's actually so good. And then we get that special improvement. Alternatively, we can go for mysticism. And that gets us a pantheon and an altar. Or we can go for discipline in order to get army commander. I think we go for discipline first, in case we get the early war. And then we'll go for the Khmer specific civics. In terms of government, I love the music. It's so good. Could go for food. Could go for science. Could go for culture. I think we might go for food, actually, to get our towns and cities growing. Could also go for wonder production. I think we go for oligarchy. I think the science and culture increase to 20% is kind of inconsequential so early on, but maybe I'm wrong. I think the growth would be better. Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't really know how much infantry I'm going to be training. This is only for celebrations as well, so... yeah, you know what? Maybe we do go for Classical Republic. Yeah, we'll do that, because I do want to try and get a couple wonders out at the beginning of, or in the Age of Antiquity, so... Man, that's tough. No, I'm going to go with my gut, go for oligarchy for the food. Okay, so let's move up. There is a hostile camp here. I also want to look into befriending this town, independent state at some point because, well, they don't have access to the camels, unfortunately. And they don't have access to these camels either, but they do have access to this cotton, silver, and this river. Right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, some of the river tiles at least. It depends though. We'll see how that goes. Let's move him around. Scout around here. A lot of prime real estate for building. That is for sure. Ooh, are we gonna get attacked? They want to attack us. That is for sure. I'm gonna move down this way. Try to get away and get that encampment. Yeah, we're just gonna grab the gold per turn. That sounds good to me. We can build a fishing quay now. We can also build a galley. We can build another warrior. Build a granary. I think we'll put down a granary. I think putting it here is fine. Warrior, I'm going to start to move out a little bit. Okay, so he has hoplites, which, as we know from fighting Napoleon and our Series of Xerxes, could be tough. There is a cairn down here that we can grab, some more diplomatic action. She's doing this as well, so we can grab some extra science, which I'm not going to complain about at all. And they have so much science, that's so crazy. Okay, let's move over toward that encampment. This warrior I'm going to have kind of go south a little bit, and this scout I'm going to have move down. What if I wanted to buy anything? What could I buy? Scout and warrior. Yeah, so I mean, like, in terms of fighting, what I really am going to look to do is probably surprise war anybody who tries to forward settle us. She's a decent distance away. Ben Franklin is very close. I'm not too keen on that. We do have a narrative choice here, so influence and all settlements plus 25 influence. I think we're going to go for the plus 25 influence. This has more long-term value. So maybe we'll go for this. Should put us at 11, I think. I'll grab this encampment here. So we lose 50 gold and gain the earliest available technology. That'd be very bad if it gave us animal husbandry. So I think we're going to take the gold in this case. Or we can flip a coin and we lose gold. I'm going to take the gold. Only because we're so close to animal husbandry, and that's like the only other option is pottery. And I don't think it's 50-50 chance, and I don't think those odds are good enough. Let's move down here. Ooh, there's another. This might be a better one. So like these two rivers, or is this river? Is it marsh? That's a river. Yeah, so like if I can build a city between these two rivers, that would be very good. Rivers are flooding, so let's grab this. So we can make this a gypsum, or we can get culture. We're obviously going to go for culture. That should shave 3 turns off of our civic research, which is awesome. We will give them open borders for more gold. That is for sure. Yeah, she could prove to be a valuable ally. This scout will move down. Oh, there's a mountain range right there, so we're not going to do the exploration or the search. Can we do anything with settlers yet? We cannot. Okay, just got to keep an eye on our resources. Okay. We may... Oh, you did go to 11. Good. We may go for this city-state, and we may try to just be suzerain of potentially.
The caged
Okay, so there's our animal husbandry. That's awesome. We're going to go for pottery next. Yeah, because the only other thing to go for right now is masonry. Pyramids need to be built in desert, I think, right? Yeah, so we can't even go for pyramids. So that's fine. Yeah, I think pottery is the next technology that we go for. So I'm going to try and sneak around this encampment this way. This warrior is just kind of getting some more intel over here. There is a boat that is annoying. The boats are always very annoying. I don't think I can get this yet. Maybe I can because I have sailing, so maybe I can get that. That would be cool. Ooh. Man, that's annoying. Those boats. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna have to go to war with Ben Franklin and take this city. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's not actually... Yeah, this is actually perfect because we need to take that city, basically. Is what's happening. So we're going to, instead of producing a settler, we're actually going to produce some military. I don't want to do war, but like in this case, like this here, it kind of makes it necessary, right? This could also be a good spot for a city. So we should look into settling here if we can. But we need to take this out. We'd have to. So we have some good growth now. We have our granary up, which is really nice. And we're going to just churn out some slingers, I think. So let's scoot this guy around here if we can. Yeah, let's see if we can grab this. Yeah, so he's got 2. So we have some growth here. We are going to grab... This horse tile looks really good. Yeah, I think we are going to grab the horses just for the growth. It's really strong. 1 science on horses, 1 happiness on horses. Interesting. I think we're going to go for the science. Let's move this scout up. Hopefully we don't get attacked. This warrior, we're going to start moving up and then we'll heal him. Can we grab this? We can. 10 production, 30 science. We're 75 gold. We're going to go for 10 production, 30 science. Perfect. We have 6 turns on discipline. We're going to wait for discipline before we do any sort of attacking. And I guess I can technically denounce Ben Franklin. We probably should. I do want to start befriending. Do I want this? So, like, is this a good spot for a city? It has 3 jade tiles. It has that dies. I could technically put another city down here if I wanted to. This would get me only 2 resources. Yeah, so I think we start befriending this one. Next turn we will denounce Ben Franklin. Here, man, I would love to get the saw pit, but we need to get some more military out. You will heal for now. Oh, our scout got hit.
Like an oven's fire.
We found a natural wonder here, which would be really strong to build a city next to. We need to get away from this warrior. Oh, so he doesn't kill us, kill our scout. So start moving my other scout around this way. And so we have 5 turns on discipline. I don't know if we'll have enough military to fight with, but we will try. Could buy some more military. Could buy a settler, actually. I think we're going to buy a settler. Ooh. Alright, let's try to get away. A lot of elephants up here. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if the settler was the right call, but maybe. Potentially. We're gonna go for, I think, writing next so we can get our libraries up. Because ultimately I do want to go for science. Oh, I forgot to denounce Ben Franklin last turn. I do want to go for science stuff. So could put a city here. I do really want the camels. I think this is in the way, this independent state. Could settle here for the hides and the jade. I think having the camels and the silk would be better. I can also grab these wines. 2, 3. Yeah, I think that would be better. So we'll do that. Man, they are just out to get my scout, aren't they? That's so crazy. I'm gonna have you... Let's just fortify for now. And this scout is gonna take a look and see what we can see. Is Ben Franklin still in 2 settlements? He is. I'm hoping that his unit production will not be so strong. And that we can get... He's building the Great Steel. And that we can get some decent stuff going here. So I'm going to start building another slinger. I'm going to move this warrior up. I'm going to also move this warrior up. This scout has to heal. And this one will move up. So there's his 3rd settler. Or 2nd settler. Okay, so we have Jose Rizal. We're going to go for a positive relationship. Because like I said, we don't really want to be at war this game, but Ben Franklin is just in the way. And he is the Mississippian Empire. So that is kind of cool. AI is way ahead in yields for science and culture, but that is expected. Because that is how they are. We have our first celebration. We're going to go for growth. And we can put culture in the palace now. Very cool. This warrior can move up. This warrior can move up and fortify. We're going to move this guy up and then we can search. Okay, cool. The settler is still making his way. Gotta be careful with this independent state here. Okay, so that's just survey. We're not going to bother with that. We could go for Discipline Mastery, which gives us the Gate of All Nations, which would actually be decent to have. I prefer something like the Oracle, though. We could go for this, which would give us access to the Aggravate, which would be good for our civilization. I think we're gonna go for the Mao Song next. We can go for a Pantheon. Perhaps we go for Mysticism, and then we get our Pantheon, and then we go for our Khmer civics. So move this warrior up. Ben Franklin's gonna start to get really mad at us. We have our commander now. Let's start and keep moving across here. So how long until we can actually... Oh, wow. Our relationship is down a lot already. Oh, yeah. So he actually doesn't like us this game. That's kind of interesting. That's gonna... I think that's gonna work out for us a lot, actually. So we have 2 warriors. We're gonna go for some more slinger action. Actually, slingers are very meh. So I think we go for... So we are hostile now. We could declare war. We have 4 units. 3 turns until the next warrior is done. Could declare war. 0 support on either side. I think that's the call. I think we're gonna count on him not having a huge military. I'm thinking that maybe I should have built more. Man, is this good with the 3 mountains here? I guess it doesn't matter too much. It does make it very defensible. Just worried about this here. That is definitely a concern. We are going to expand toward the silk and the camels, but on the growth tile. Because we do want to get that growth in this town. I think that's going to be tough for that one. Let's move this guy first. A search. So he's kind of going pretty far with that settler. All right, I think next turn we declare war. This guy can wait. And that guy is waiting already. Yeah, I think next turn we declare war. So there's some growth here in the capital. I think we're going to go for this 3 food tile. It's the only 3 food tile that I see, so grab that. And then in terms of our army, I think we make our move now. Actually, our commander isn't able to move up, so maybe not. Could wait 1 more turn. But then I'll be able to get my slingers and stuff in position, so... No, I think we go for it now. So let's move this warrior up. Formal war. Okay, slinger needs to move up into, so he's in range. Warrior can move up. This warrior can move up. This slinger can move up as well. This should be a very easy city to take, because he has nothing here right now. Unless he, of course, moves things into position, which I'm not sure how big his military gets. So we will see. I don't think people like us as much now. Settled too close to the capital. I mean, we can't do much about that. Oh. I see. You know, hindsight, I would have rather settled on these rivers and stuff. Maybe we'll be able to get up there later. For now, I think this might be okay. We do have this slinger coming over, though, which is not ideal. So we're going to have to be very careful about that. Can I have you move over, and you move in, and you move over? Let the slinger attack the city. And then this warrior, I guess, will come over here, and then I'll have him move up. Because we do have hoplites coming in. We have met Friedrich. We'll go for the positive relationship. Perfect. He wants to give us happiness. We're going to go for the influence. That's actually pretty beneficial, actually. So I kind of want to see where Ben Franklin is going. Okay, so there's his next settlement. So he's got 3. Rizal has 3. Okay. Well, I think we're going to end this episode here. We've got a decent start. I'm a little scared of this settlement over this independent state over here. We might have to buy a slinger in this town, or move a slinger up. But we will see. How much is that actually? It doesn't. Oh no, we should be able to, because I think I just settled it, right? So maybe when it's affordable, it'll show up. But yeah, we'll get end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.